it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you for joining me again today. Today is One Stamp at a Time blog hop, so a day for lots of inspiration. And we're doing a theme which is something old, something new. So it's not to do with weddings, although, you know, if you're going to say something old, something new, I bet some of you said something borrowed, something blue. I certainly did. But we're avoiding weddings. So what we are doing is something that is carried over and something that is brand new. As ever, with One Stamp at a Time, we do a card and a something else. So I have got a card and a something else, and I've just realised what I've forgotten to bring over. Let me grab it. Okay, all done. So what we are doing today, or what I'm showing you today, is a really, really quick card. But I want to go through the suite that I am using, or at least the suite that I am focusing on, and it's the Magnolia Lane suite. This is gorgeous, and it's actually, it goes with the Garden Lane suite as well. The Garden Lane suite is a very small suite. It's a stamp set and some designer series paper, basically. But the two suites go together, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean as we go through, because it will become quite obvious. Obviously, the main feature, I say obviously the main feature, there are two main features, it depends on how you look at these things. One of the main features is the designer series paper. I'm just trying to sort it out. I've got these cut to 6x6. I think I've got one of each. They may just not be in the right order. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and then we go into repeats. So we have got these gorgeous florals, and they are fantastic. And obviously they would do perfectly for a wedding if you had that Magnolia theme. Or colour scheme. And then the B-sides are very much more subtle. And just like the Perennial Essence, which I've been not banging on about, but telling people about, some of these do not have to be for women. So this stripe, this floral, this stripe possibly, this floral, I say floral, it's basically leaves. So if you're worried that spending the money on a set of paper that will only do for women, no, this will do for men as well, because as I say, some of the B-sides are perfect for more masculine cards or projects generally. Then there is the Verdant Lane designer series paper, which is gorgeous, and again it's very could be for men or women. And again, I think I've got, yep, one of everything. And so these are the A sides, if you like, and the B sides. But I'm not sure that there are definitely A's and B's on this, because that one is pretty A side to me as well, but then so's that. So they do go together. And this one in particular I'm going to hang on to, and that one, because I want to show you something in a moment. So the other thing with the Magnolia suite is the bundle, the stamp and die bundle. It is listed on here, right at the bottom. We're on page 36 and 37. Well, 35, 36 and 37, because there are, oh no, 36, 37 and 38 and 39. I knew it went on. So there's all of this, and also in the bundle index you will find Magnolia Lane, which is the Good Morning Magnolia bundle, and it's at the bottom of page 6, and this is a different sample. It's a huge stamp set. This stamp is enormous. I mean, it's seriously enormous. That's the size that it stamps. This is one that you're going to need the very large block for. But it is gorgeous. There is a mini version of this stamp set in the beginner's brochure. So if you've got this, if you haven't, then please let me know and I can let you have a copy. Because there are items in here that are not in the main catalogue, and this is perfect for beginners. It's small, it's easy to navigate. There are really straightforward projects. So a really lovely bundle, and things do not duplicate. So this stamp set, there's nothing in here that is in here. We've got a thanks, but here we've got a thank you. That's about as near as we get to a duplication. Everything else is standalone. This is photopolymer. And it's only £13. So there is this that coordinates as well. So let me kind of get on, because I'm rambling too much and I know that some people don't like the chatter. So I will try and do my best. So I am going to make a really quick card. I haven't got a sample for you. I'm just going to go for it. And I'm using the Memories and More cards. Now in Europe at the moment these are on back order, but they are coming into stock very soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. We now have a combined set of Memories and More large and small cards in a pack. But there's also Memories and More cards that go with the suite, which are in a craft colour. I should have shown you those. Let me grab my catalogue again. So they are these. They are gorgeous. I've done a project with these before, so you can have a look at that. But I'm using standard Whisper White Memories and More cards and envelopes. So yeah, the Memories and More cards are gorgeous. There is vellum, there are stickers. I won't go through every single one, but they do overlap with the Verdant Garden. So this is the Verdant Garden, whereas this is Memories and More, Magnolia Lane. So they do overlap. There are 4 sheets of stickers. They are gorgeous. There are magnolias, there are borders, there are leaves, there are words, there are labels. Lovely. But the pièce de résistance, again, Verdant Lane, the more Verdant Lane. In fact, I think that's one we're going to be using. So, just a quick overview, but look at these. These are vellum, and they're vellum with early espresso stamping. That's Verdant Lane. I mean, these are just, aren't they stunning? And of course you can colour these. If you do, I would colour the back with blends so it comes through to the front, but gorgeous. And then you've got the smaller ones as well. So those are they, and let me try and pop those back in. There's a knack to these. You need to put one lot in and then put them towards the away from the tab, the closed tab, to get the smaller ones in. Right, so let's get on, because I've been waffling for 8 minutes apparently. So I have got my card base. I've got one of the the large Memories and More. I would never use Hooray for Today. That just isn't me. Now, the reason I kept these back is this is this, and this is the sort of alternative colour of it. So, hence I say Verdant Lane and Magnolia Lane, they do overlap quite a lot. So, yeah, bear that in mind. So if you prefer one set of papers, that's fine. And then I'm using this thank you to go with, and it will become evident why I'm using that in a moment, but this is going to be really quick. So all we need is our snail. I love these quick cards. I love that we can get the Memories and More pack, and we can use the cards that we don't want to use for memory keeping. And I am a scrapbooker, so I would use quite a lot of the cards for memory keeping. But we can use the cards that we don't want to use for memory keeping for card making, or vice versa. So I'm just popping that in the middle of my card. I know I've got the score line there. I find it easier to stick things to a flat surface. It's just me. Just the way I go. And then thank you goes in the middle. like that. How quick was that? And then you can, if you want, pop a sentiment in the middle, and we might as well, as we've got thank you on the outside, grab a block and stamp thanks inside, making sure you've got it the right way round. I've got my Mossy Meadow ink pad, so I'll just ink that up, make sure it's well inked. I have a sneaking suspicion I need to re-ink my Mossy Meadow. I use my ink pads for class, so sometimes they do get left open for too long. There we go, lovely. So, don't need that anymore. Let me clean that off. But I do want to stamp on my envelope as well, because I just like a stamped envelope. Don't like naked envelopes around here. So I'm going to pop that away and grab the other bit of the stamp set and the little magnolia. And let's just crease that and grab my bone folder to get a good square card, because even though it's scored, you do still need to make sure that when you fold it, it is square, as in straight. Now, grab this, and again, I'm going to use my Mossy Meadow ink. Stamp down in the corner. That's all I want, but I am then going to colour that. So let me just clean the stamp off with my lovely chamois, which I've got cut in half in a half case. These are great if you're using the Stamparatus, because you can pick up half a chamois rather than the full chamois. I brought over, oh no, that's right. I thought I brought over the wrong colours. So I've got my petal pink, dark and light, and I'm just going to make sure that's dry, which it is. Just add a little bit of colour. Now, because this is on an envelope, if it bleeds through, nobody's going to see, because it's on an envelope. As long as you don't press too hard and go right the way through to the back, it's going to be fine. And I love that you can use classic ink. I would leave it a little longer than I have, but you can use classic ink with your blends. You don't have, this is the light Mossy Meadow, you don't have to use the Memento Black. That's great for just general outline stamping, but if you want to go for a bit of colour, you can by using the classic. As I say, just make sure it's a little drier than it was, and no bleeding through. It will have bled through to the envelope, but so there you go. So that is my card, but one stamp at a time requires something else as well. And here we have more, the real carryover. So these copper tins were in the, I want to say they were in the Autumn Winter catalogue. They may have, oh no, they were in the annual catalogue last year. They were part of the Tea Time suite. So I have just die cut the magnolia petals because they are available in the die set, and and the stamens. So this is the die set. So you've got the large magnolia, the small magnolia, which is this one, which also die cuts paper because some of the paper is the same size. It's gorgeous, and you've got these layers of, so there's 3 layers of magnolia, and if you've got the balloon punch, you can use the balloon as well to add even more size, but I didn't need the size. And then we've got the leaf dies. You've got 2 of those, so you can die cut 2 leaves at once. So I've used, for the large leaf, I've just used this bit of the stamp and then die cut that out, and then the 2 small leaves. And then I've coloured with the same markers. So again, the light and dark on both the petal pink and the Mossy Meadow. And then I added, this is So Saffron, and I've added some soft suede marker again, blend marker. And then this centre is the clear and frosted epoxy dots. What do we call them? Droplets. Frosted and clear epoxy droplets. And again, those are a carryover item. And I've just coloured them with the dark soft suede. Curled everything up to make this cute little tin. 3 inches by 12 inches will go around these tins perfectly. This is the ribbon from the Mango Lane suite. More paper. And then if you open it up, I've got some tea, because I thought that was kind of cute. And if you were an existing customer of mine and you got the catalogue sent to you, you should have had the catalogue sent to you, you will have had one of these, because I like T2T and I thought I would share that with my existing customers. So there you are, 2 cute little projects, and I thought this would go with that as this can be your thank you gift. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that's given you a bit of inspiration. Wrapping these tins, you get, I want to say 4 in a box. It may be 5. It's probably under Paper Basics, because why wouldn't it be? Let's have a look. Yes, copper tins. You get, yes, 4 tins, and they're just £14. So half is 7, half of that is £3.50 each. So a really nice little gift. And you can fill them with your favourite goodies. And to say, they take those T2T bags perfectly. And you can get those in a box, 10 bags. And they're all different flavours. And they are a perfect fit. You can get other teas. Obviously, you don't have to use T2T. But I hope you enjoyed that. I think that's a really fun little package. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Do have a go at decorating one of these tins. Don't forget to subscribe if you don't already subscribe to my channel. That would be great. Go over to my website and follow the blog hop, because I know, I mean, the ladies that are, and gents that are involved in this blog hop are so inspirational. I am so honoured to have been invited to be part of their team. I'm staggered. Every month when this comes round, I just think, really, me with this lot? So do go and have a look at what they've made, because they will be amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry I've rambled. Thank you very much. As I say, do give it a thumbs up. Link to my blog post is below. All of the products that I've used will be linked below as well, and on my website, and I'll have close-up photos, etc, etc. And the single most important thing will be the links for the blog hop. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.